Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Pastor Yemi Omogboyega, your usual friend. And this time around, I want to talk on Dele Farotimi and Baba Afe Babalola again. And this time around, I want to share a practical experience of which I personally experienced as far as Baba Afe Babalola is concerned. Yes, it belongs to the old school. It belongs to the um, generation where the voice of our leaders is the voice of wisdom. Not only is it the voice of wisdom, there's nothing wrong with that, but not all their wisdom is wisdom. Now, for instance, if you say the words of our elder that says there's nothing you do with leadership than to use it to oppress your followers, is that wisdom? That's foolishness. Ṣé kò sí ní táwọn fọmọdé tí wọ́n fàgbà ṣe ju ká fi rẹ́ ọmọdé jẹ ó lè ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. So we need to apply wisdom in whatever we are doing. Let me share this experience. You see, like I said, if you watch my first video, I said I appealed to Baba Afe Babalola to drop that case. And it is in his best interest to do so. And there is this, what Yoruba say, Esopele in Ekiti. They say, Esopele do olulu foran. You know the balloon. If you are using it as a drum and you are beating it, say be careful. Of course, you know it will burst. It's a bubble and it will burst at any time. When God has placed you higher than somebody, please don't descend so low to become a people of public ridicule. That's where Baba Afe Babalola is heading to, unless he heeds the voice of wisdom, either from the young like us or from the old people that may be of his contemporary. I gave the example that it was Baba Falegan that was all out to let the world know the nature of Baba Afe Babalola. Like I said, I still stand by that. I respect Baba. But that's why I don't even want him to fall. I don't want him to make this mistake that will cost him, that will rubbish every achievement he has made in life because of this nature of oppression that is being exposed. People of that generation, they are like that. But the world of today doesn't take it anymore. The world of today will not take oppression from anybody. I told you, your own children will ask you questions. And if you fail to give them explanations, you may become enemy for life. Your own children, you may become enemies to them for life. But what our elders or our parents, honor your parents so that your days will be long in the land that the Lord, your God has given to you. Yes. Exodus 20:12. Yes. But honor is earned, is not decreed. That you are older than me does not mean I will honor you. You are my parents. You didn't send me to school. You didn't help me. There is no help coming from you. Not as if you did your best to the best of your ability. Like I always tell my children, I've done to the best of my ability. I can't do more than I did. Go and do the rest yourself. Not that you did that one, you are not saying I'm your father. And again, it now goes to labor and you come and tell you, I say you are decreeing upon him that his life will be this, his life will be because the authority is placed in your mouth. No, zero authority. You have zero, you will decree and it will never be established. It will floor you, your children will floor you, they will drag you in the mud. So be careful. Those days are over. Now, 2 or 3 examples of where I noticed this thing in Baba Afe Babalola. I remember I was still the chairman of the Irepodo Felodun Local Government Farmers Association, Cassava Growers and Farmers Association, years back. we attended an occasion, or I attended an occasion where uh, Opeyemi Bamidele, Honorable Opeyemi Bamidele was celebrating his birthday and all that, and Baba, was it that occasion or not? Yeah, it was an extension because I knew we had a lecture at the NBA Ado branch. And then I think we migrated to Christ School Hall to the right of the road if you are going towards Iworoko. And that was where the hall was. And we all gathered. Of course, as usual, people will be making noise, this and that, and all that. But by the time Baba came in, he was ushered in, everybody was like seated. And some people, Nigerian, they would like talking, and they were still talking, blah, blah, blah. It got to a point, Baba was so angry. It was then I saw that Baba must be impulsive. He was so angry and he rose up and said, "Look, I don't mind whoever you are. If you make any noise again, elders are there. Elders were there. Young ones were there. People of authority were there." And he said, "I will walk you out of this place and nothing will happen." That is the nature of that generation. Authority. In fact, that day I felt slighted because I didn't expect that to happen. He said, to further his statement, he said, "I am used to courtroom decorum. I don't take all this nonsense." Courtroom decorum. That is a civilized place. The best place to be in this world is the courtroom environment. But you can never find it in a public place because in the court, those who are making noise that day would have committed contempt of court. And by the time you pick one or two from there, put in jail, and start begging, you know what it means. There was this court that I went to, also one magistrate court, and this magistrate was so humane, a female magistrate, a mother, a kind woman. More than 10 times she was practically begging, not just appealing. People, switch off your phone. Switch off your phone. We don't want to be distracted. It's not for anything. We don't want to distract. Do you know that people kept talking until this one was finally provoked, and I loved her style. She just pointed at one man and said, "Seize that phone. Let him come back in December to collect it." Everybody kept quiet immediately. That is the nature of courtroom decorum that Baba expected in a birthday occasion. you know, I noticed that thing that day. I said, "Hmm." Then the second one, nature of repression, of oppression. When this man, I said I was the chairman of the recording fellow in local government Cassava Growers Association then. The minister for Agric, then Papa Audu Ogbe, was to come to Ekiti during Fayose's administration. And of course, protocol and all that. When this man came, he visited other places. Okay, of course, him and Governor Fayose were with Papa Afe Babalola. Do you know that we were in AB Foundation from 9 a.m. These gentlemen, Baba Ogbe and Fayose, my brother Fayose, did not meet us, did not come to us until it was 5 p.m. We were in that hall waiting. For goodness sake, what sort of, if not underrating the poor, what could have made us to wait from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. before these people can come? And do they remember us? Of course, whatever they are doing, they are enjoying themselves. So they came at their own right, at their own defined appointed time. But we were there waiting. That is the nature of oppression. It is the nature of oppression. Or is it what the government then was doing, that throughout that administration, we never profited anything as farmers. Compared to Fayemi's regime, we got fertilizers, we got things, but during the, although to be fair to Fayoshe, you could see in him that he's not agric friendly. Forget about the chicken that Obasanjo will say, ex-president Obasanjo will say, maybe they don't excrete. You know, you understand what I mean. I was at the poultry center now. I found there that emergency poultry something. If you leave that, these are the operations at the government level and at individuals level. You see, these people, they don't look at human beings to be all these downtrodden. They don't look at them to be anything. It is we that are revering them. That is why I'm still again. I'm sure Baba would be getting the filler now. I don't want Baba disgraced. Let him not disgrace himself. Let him withdraw that case. Look at protests already. Look at the reaction. You are getting the feedback. This case is undeserved. It's not necessary unless Baba wants to ruin his reputation. And he's old. His mother lived over 120 years of age. Baba has the potential to live longer than them. The rest of his life should never be lived in disgrace. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ káyé kẹnu ẹ̀ sí wa. May we not be somebody who has become somebody of substance before and who is somebody who is not to be reckoned with anymore. And they mention your name, say, sure, may that not happen to Baba Afe Babalola. This is too serious a matter. Anybody who is close to Baba should please get these messages across to him. He's treading on the path of disgrace. It is better he retraced the step. Like I did say earlier, I've appealed and I have begged. I have. You are too precious now. Do you want what people to buttress what Baba Falek? You want people to begin to come out with their impressions towards you? There's one song in Ekiti that says, Báyé bá fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ kó yọ ọmọ ló bá. Báyé bá fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ kó yọ ọmọ ló bá. Kó yọ ọmọ ló bá. Kó má fẹsẹ̀ wọ́lẹ̀. Báyé bá fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ kó yọ ọmọ ló bá. May the gentle soul of late Femi Ariyo from Ilawo, the musician, rest in perfect peace. That's a wonderful song. That is, when you are still being loved by the people, tread softly, softly. Tread softly, softly. Because by the time they will turn around to, you will think that they never knew you before. It is better to die or to live when the ovation is loudest than to live in disgrace. May Baba Afe Babalola not end up being disgraced. God bless you. Thank you very much. Have a very wonderful time.